incredibly excited for our show tonight. We've got a player, the only one in history with a Super Bowl ring for every finger.
2015 Hall of Fame inductee, 5-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, Charles Haley is with us.
We're talking Cowboys of the past, Cowboys of right now. The audience is getting involved, and we'll even have a little fun with Charles Haley.
And current defensive end David Irving is in the house to talk Cowboys-Eagles. The Fame starts now.
The Fame. Lindsay, Tony, and Dallas's biggest names with all things football, food, fandom, and fun. More than just a game. Welcome to The Fame.
Welcome into The Fame, everyone. We are so glad you're here with us tonight. Lindsay Draper, joined by Tony Banks, looking super dapper. We have a huge show tonight.
We do. I'm excited, Lindsay. Hall of Famers in the house tonight.
Super high energy. So let's start out with the Dallas Cowboy, a current Dallas Cowboy who, if you are watching, you've definitely noticed him causing a little bit of ruckus on the defensive line. Give it up for David Irving. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Great to be here.
You're not short. Tell everyone how tall you are.
I'm 6'8".
6'8". So it's a nice addition for the
You
Cowboys.
told me 6'7", man. Since like 10 minutes ago, you grew an inch. Come on, you a one-upper, huh? You one of them one-uppers. We had one on last week. You know, Nick Hayden, he's a one-upper too.
Okay, so give us a little bit of your story. You are new to the Cowboys, already coming in and making a scene on the defensive line.
Yeah, well, this is my rookie year. You know, I came from the Kansas City Chiefs. I did training camp with them up until, week 4. I got traded over here, and I wound up having a pretty well practiced week and got lucky, got some pads, had an opportunity, took advantage of it, and I'm just looking to improve.
To flush that out a little bit, tell us about what that's like for a rookie to come in. Not just, you didn't go through training camp with this team, to be able to come in and be disruptive, probably against those 3 first-round picks on that offensive line. So you're going up against some quality guys. What was that like for you when you finally had that moment? You know what? I can make an impact in the NFL.
You know, it was a great feeling. A year ago, I didn't know what I would be doing, and just being here now, having the opportunity. I got dismissed from Iowa State, so for a whole year, I was in training. I didn't really know how I would stand up against players in the NFL, and just being out there, doing what I do, taking the coaching, trying to get my technique down, go out there and apply it. I mean, it's great. I feel confident. Yeah.
And you actually came from Kansas City's practice squad. So for the Cowboys to kind of look and pick around and pick you and come in, what did the coaches tell you that they wanted out of you, and how has it been meshing with the guys?
Well, at first they told me, "Oh, we're not sure. You know, you're pretty much a backup," and you know, that was fine with me. I just wanted to be a part of something, so I came and practiced and gave it my all, and I guess I wound up doing pretty good. And the team, we have a great rapport. Me and the teammates, the D-line. They're all coaching me all the time, just like the coaches. We're pretty close in that group.
So I imagine the pro defense is a little different from an Iowa State defense, especially with Rob Marinelli. He's got a lot of different looks out there. Have they asked you to learn a lot of what's going on the backside, or just pay attention to what you're doing in that front 4?
Right now I'm paying attention. At first they had me playing nose guard and defensive tackle. They kind of, I'll say, how does he call it? See a little, see a lot.
I got you.
He has me focusing more on one position and mastering that position before they open me up to other positions.
Yeah, that narrow vision, right?
Exactly.
Definitely. Yeah, playing with good technique, which is something rare for a guy 6'8", 6'7", whatever it is, to be able to play with good pad level, something that the telecast, the broadcasters noticed right away in the game yesterday, how you play with good pad level. Because playing inside, a big, tall guy, sometimes if you pop up, man, you're going to be on some skates.
Yeah, I say it works both ways. It could be a great advantage or a great disadvantage. Since my arms are much longer than most guards and centers, if I use my leverage correctly, half of them can't reach.
Right.
However, if I stand up, as you said, huge disadvantage. Guys lower, gets under me, and I'm on those skates.
Low man wins, right?
Yes, sir.
So relatively new to the Cowboys. You've been here 6 weeks, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, 6 weeks. Tell us about the locker room right now. I mean, these guys are your new friends, your new team. And 6 weeks and 6 losses. I'm not picking on you. I'm just saying, what's it like in there? Because it doesn't really seem like the attitude is down for the team.
And that's what I was going to say. We're really not down. You would think we would be, losing 6 in a row, as you said. But, you know, we take Mondays off, brush it off, come back Tuesday, ready to work. We put it to bed. We're focused on the next team and the next task at hand. And we're just ready to get back to work and improve.
Well, it seems like Jason Garrett's message is sticking. New guy has already picked up on all the sayings and the attitude of the team. So it's time for us to take our first break. Big hand for David Irving. You will be back joining us on the show, so glad about that. But you do not want to miss what's on the other side of this break. Right behind this sign right here, it's Charles Haley. Stay with us on The Fame.
Grab a crisp, refreshing Bud Light, put 2 plans on the table, and let the NFL coin toss decide.
Okay, heads, Todd says we go to Tina's pool party tomorrow.
Nice.
Tails, we go to the beach all day and snuggle.
Nice.
Wait, autocorrect, he meant snorkel.
Cool.
Snorkeling.
Bob Lavelle here for HMS with frequently asked questions. Joe asked, Bob, your clients seem so happy with their experience at HMS. Is it because of the great home deals they get or great customer service? Joe, meet our customer service department.
Well, it's time to stop waiting. It's time you move on out. HMS can get it done. We're
#1. Welcome back to The Fame, everyone. We are so glad you're here because we have, top 3, if not #1, all-time greatest guest tonight.
No doubt. And a couple of those sacks that he had during his career, I think he might have got me a couple times too. So we go way back. We go way back.
Maybe. Okay, crowd, I need you guys to get absolutely amped up on your feet right now. I'm even going to get on my feet. Just welcome him now, Charles Haley. Yes. Welcome. I think they like you.
That's got to make you feel good, huh, big fella?
Price? You came out here for me?
She wouldn't have missed it for the world.
No,
Charles, we are so excited to have you here. Just tell us right now what you're doing, a little bit of what's going on.
Well, the biggest thing I do is I work with, I work down in South Dallas, underprivileged kids, doing educational programs with our station. We go down for their after-school program to try to catch the kids at an earlier age and learning. I used to do stuff with sports, but that was just teaching kids that they're gonna be the next Charles Haley or the next Tony, but they gotta have something between their ears, so I'd rather do education than do sports.
That's fabulous. That deserves a round of applause right there.
No doubt, no doubt.
Very,
You don't hear these guys talk about that education too much. We got a special one right here. Now, won't you tell us, I know in 2015 just got inducted into the Hall of Fame, which is obviously a huge highlight.
Very well deserved.
Besides that, what's your greatest, fondest memories? Is it on the field, off the field? Tell us something. Share a story with us.
Well, first of all, I want to give David some ups because he is setting a new standard for the D-line. But, hey, there's so many stories out there in the field. But at the Hall of Fame, it was a moment when I was going to let some tears out. They do a tunnel where all the old Hall of Famers line up on both sides of the stage, and you know, I think the first person I got to hug was either Troy or Ronnie Lott, man, and you know, it was
open the
oh my
floodgates,
God,
huh?
brother. Let me tell you something. It wasn't. They didn't say anything. It was just that when we looked at each other's eyes, like, yeah, you belong here, and I respect you, and that meant a lot to me.
It's got to be like a religious experience, man.
Oh man, it moved me.
Awesome. I get kind of chills just hearing about it. It's very cool. So tell.
Girl, you are hot. Ooh, yeah, fan me. Hello.
All right, let's talk football, Charles.
Football.
When you think about you playing, and then when you look at the game now, just from your perspective, how has the game changed? How has it evolved?
Well, the game now is a more finesse game.
Yeah.
But it's coming back again because, you know, running backs went out. Nobody was paying running backs. Now, in order to win in NFL, you got to have a good running game. So the toughness is coming back. But Bill Walsh used to always tell us that every 5 years it cycles. So it could become a passing game to a running game. But, you know, the biggest problem we have with this generation is they can only be on the field for a couple hours. So they are not in shape, and they're not mentally tough, and their football IQ sucks.
Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point because not only is the game changing as far as tackling rules and some of these, you know, I used to like the physicality of playing football. I really appreciated the fact that only a few of us could do it. And now it seems like they've taken a lot of guys their position out. Besides the Cam Chancellors, there's not the guys roaming the middle of the field anymore with the big hits. So as a father, I appreciate that. But as a former player, I sometimes get frustrated watching it.
Hey, yeah, I used to think about Ronnie Lott. Ronnie Lott would have been broke. The fines they would have levied on him.
Yep.
And, I mean, the intimidation, nobody would have came across the middle of the field. And now they've taken that away, where safeties, you know, they run up to tackle half-heartedly because they are scared to hit a guy because they'll get fined.
Yeah, and those guys are moving so fast out there on camera for them to say, oh, he's got to target his numbers or his chest.
But
these guys are some of the best athletes in the world. It's hard to target that small.
But you know that one of the biggest things, these guys are bigger, faster, and stronger than, hey, they 320 pounds running a 4.6. Oh, my God. I don't know what they eating, what's in that milk. Hey, it's some in that milk they drinking, dog. I don't know what it is, but I want some.
Yeah, I hear that.
Charles, can you just look at the Cowboys right now and try to just diagnose what's going on?
If you watch a game yesterday when Matt Castle threw that first interception, the Philadelphia ran out on the field. The Cowboys defense walked out with their helmets in their hand, with their head down. That told me a lot, is that these guys are not motivated. They already assume they're going to lose. It's not like last year where they would run out on the field knowing that they're going to kick some butt. So things going to have to change, man. The losing attitude has to be driven out of the system. And I go over there a lot, and I tell the guys about winning and how to win. And the only way you can get better as long as Romo is out is that the offensive line got to do that job a little bit better. The defense line got to do that job better. The DBs got to cover a little bit better. And the wide receivers got to catch. And that's the biggest problem for Matt is the wide receivers can't get open.
Yeah, getting some drops, no doubt.
Yeah, good Lord.
You mentioned you come over to Valley Ranch. I see you there a lot. You work a lot with the guys on the line. What do you think of Randy Gregory? He seems to really, really, really like your coaching.
Well, the whole problem is with Randy is, and I told the Joneses is, I can teach him stuff during the season, but because he doesn't do it enough, he's not going to do it in the game because he don't want to get hurt. And the time that you learn is during the off season. Yeah. But you know, they want to do all these mini camps and go over and over the same defenses instead of taking time out to actually teach guys.
That individual technique, right? That's what a lot, you think the outside person looking in, you think you get the best coaching at the NFL. Sometimes that's not always the case as far as technique goes, right?
You're right. It's just like college. In college, they don't teach your kids now. They just get out there and run. And, you know, the guys that take time and pride in their work, those are the guys that play the best and have the most productivity.
That'll never change, right?
I'm loving this. And we're going to take a break right now, but we've got lots more. Actually, on the other side of the break, Charles, we got the audience is going to ask you a few questions.
Hello. Come on with it.
Come on with it. Let's make this interesting. More to come on The Fame.
America's favorite vacation company is flying non-stop from Dallas-Fort Worth. Save hundreds with Apple Vacations to Mexico and the Caribbean. Secrets Resorts and Spas offer unlimited luxury for adults-only escapes. Airfare, hotel, premium brand drinks, gourmet meals, all tips, and more. Call your travel agent or visit us online today. Apple Vacations, America's favorite vacation company.
Grab a crisp, refreshing Bud Light. Put 2 plans on the table and let the NFL coin toss decide.
Okay, heads, we host a bocce tournament. Tails,
tackle football.
Like a horseshoe tournament.
Full contact tackle football.
How's that fair?
Welcome back to The Fame, everyone. Lindsay Draper here, joined by the one, the only, Charles Haley. And we're excited about this segment because we're getting the crowd involved here at the Rustic. So I'm going to throw it down to Tony. Tony, you've got people in the audience with questions for Charles.
We do. Lots of interested fans for Mr. Haley and the Cowboys. Who do we have here first?
Hi, my name is Odessa Jenkins.
And your question is?
So, Mr. Haley, you're a bad man, by the way. In today's NFL, you let us know that there were some issues with players getting the quarterback. So you have 100 sacks, 100 sack club. That's a very lucrative club. Do you think if you started in the NFL today that you play 12 seasons and have 100+ sacks?
Ooh. Oh, I would have way more than that. Hey, it's hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. The talent level that I see as an offensive tackle has went way down. Yeah. And and it's spread offense is conducive to getting more sacks for me.
And who do we have here next?
Brian Gramlich.
Brian Gramlich, and your question is?
In your opinion, what do you think of the effect of DraftKings, FanDuel, and gambling on the NFL? Positive, negative, indifferent?
Ooh, stance
I
on
don't
gambling.
know, 'cause you know what? I don't do none of that stuff. I'm a true fan of the game, and I think gambling, all that fantasy football stuff is taken away a little bit from the game. You know, I love the sport, and I don't get into all that other stuff.
Charles Haley is a purist. Now, who's up here, Mr. Bowtie?
Michael Fry.
Michael Fry, and your question is?
If you had the power, what's one thing you would change about the NFL today?
Ooh.
If I had the power, I would stop being the moral compass for the world. You know, the NFL is taking on trying to be the moral compass for every activity that goes on into the NFL. And the problem I have is when you suspend players, it's just like putting them in prison. They don't get to do what they love anymore. And then when they come back with the same problems. So we need to be more understanding, and that's one of the things that I would change. I would make sure that the players get what they need, mental health or drug addiction, but yet allow them to play.
There you got on a sensitive topic, Mr. Haley. And our last questioner.
Tallulah Bass.
Tallulah, Miss Tallulah, the lovely Miss Tallulah. And your question is?
Who's the craziest player you've ever played with in the NFL?
Good.
Wow.
Wow. Good question, Tallulah.
Girl, you know I can't limit it to one. But we'll start with the head coach, Bill Walsh, the greatest ever. Ronnie Lott, Jerry Rice, Pinocchio, we call him Joe Montana. You got Troy, you got the triplets, and then the guys that I play with on the D-line, Leon Ladd, Tony Tobel, Russell Maryland, and Darren Woodson. You know, the thing that makes me a fan of guys is that guys that put their whole heart into the game, and those guys did, and that's why I love them so much.
Good job, Charles. Those are all good answers. I have one quick question. Very quick. If you could teach young NFL players one thing, if you could just give them a piece of advice, what would you give them?
Be humble, and give them a work ethic.
Absolutely. It's a great answer. We have much more to come. We're playing a game called Mini Tramps. You don't want to miss it. But right now, go check out Beer 101. All right, with Tara Dollar of Benny Keith Beverages, our certified Cicerone, hanging out here at the Rustic. Tara, we know this looks good, but can you tell us what's in front of me?
Absolutely. So today I brought you a really classic example of a Pilsner from Sierra Nevada out of California. So most people think of Pilsner as being maybe a little on the sweet side or not very flavorful, but this is totally different. Classic Pilsners are crisp, they're so refreshing, and they've actually got quite a bit of hop bitterness and aroma to them. We were talking about the aroma earlier. You can actually smell it from here. There's a ton of citrus in there and a little bit of spicy hop presence. It's gonna be amazing with this grilled shrimp.
That's what I was gonna say. I love the color, love the smell. So pair it with something spicy and flavorful.
I like it. It's already got a little bit of citrus to it, so it's gonna match the citrus here. And this beer is definitely gonna put out any heat from your shrimp.
Well, perfect. You guys are gonna take a break. Tara and I might get into this food. We'll see you on the other side.
Don't just watch the game. Open up a can of football with a crisp, refreshing Bud Light.
Bob Lavelle for Home Marketing Services, here today to discuss the New Year's resolutions that we've all made. Let's see, there's going to quit smoking. Yeah, like that'll happen. Going to lose those extra pounds, work out. Yeah. Going to be a better person, whatever the heck that means. Going to quit renting and stop making the landlord richer. Get out of the rent race. Finally, a resolution we can all keep.
On the Fame, I'm Lindsay Draper. I got current Dallas Cowboy David Irving with me and former Dallas Cowboy Charles Haley with me. He is pumped to be here. So excited about this segment. Okay, here's how it's going to work. Everyone in the crowd who is down there with Tony standing by has come up with their own name of a dance. So when they give it, we're going to have Jared in the back throw out a beat, and this guy are gonna have to act it out. So David, why don't you go first?
The battle.
Sure.
Tony, take it over, and you got a dance name for us that David can.
I'm Christina Fry, and you get to do the chicken dance.
The chicken dance.
All right, bring in the music. We got a trampoline for him too. This is not bad. Oh. Yes. Impressive. Good job. Okay, I like the chicken dance.
Hey, I'm gonna drop it like
And next up.
Uh-oh, I'm worried. What does Charles Haley have on deck?
Okay, Charles Haley. Christina Stanford pulled this especially for you. Shopping cart.
The shopping
The
cart.
shopping cart.
Let's get some music for Charles in here.
Yeah.
I love it. The
Yes,
accuracy,
the
Charles.
shopping cart.
That was pretty good. All right, one more each.
Ooh,
Cut the
that
beat.
worked for me. See how I did
David
that?
is up again.
David need to do two because he got it down.
Yeah.
Break it down,
What does
homie.
David have for us?
All right, David, you have the Macarena.
The Macarena.
Your own rendition of it.
Yeah.
Bring it in, Jared. I like it.
There it is.
They going with it.
Your fiance loves
Go.
this.
Go, David. Get
Go,
busy.
David.
Go, David.
Get
busy. Work it. Oh.
All right.
Somebody spends too much time in front of dance party. Now, what do you have?
Charles, this is yours.
Oh,
Charles, you're up, buddy.
Let's get it.
Charles, you have the whip and nay-nay.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Let
Bring
me
it
see
in,
you
Jared.
whip.
We got beats. Crazy beats.
Oh, there it is. Charles is feeling it.
Work.
Go, David. David, do your own.
Don't get on there. Get up, stay out there.
David likes this.
Go, let's go.
Not bad.
Go.
Charles with him. Charles. 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 Charles.
Charles. Charles. Charles. Charles.
There we go. Break it on down, homie.
One more round of applause for these guys. Thank you so much for being here. Stay with us right after the break. We got the Dan Quinn Band. We'll see you next time on The Fame.
The best show ever.
Call me. You used to call me. You used to call me. You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on my cell phone. Late night when I need your love. I know when that hotline bling, you can't only mean one thing. I know when that hotline bling, you can't only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city, you got a reputation for yourself now. Everybody knows that I've been left out. Girl, you got me down, you got me stressed out. 'Cause ever since I left the city, ever since I've been in when you're going wrong, going all the places where you don't belong. Again, when you used to call me on your cell phone. Late night when I need your love. Call me on your cell phone. Late night when you need your love. On my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on your cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Every time that hotline bling, it can only mean one thing. Every time that hotline bling, it can only mean one thing. Ever since I left the city, you go on and around. You, oh girl, you